Hi again. Welcome to day 4. How are you doing with the first 3 days? Today we are going to put it all together so that you can be taking action today and tomorrow to make money. So I promised you the 5-step process to rinse and repeat to make money now. So that's what we're going to talk about. You've done a couple of those steps, right? So your next step is to define what it is that you're offering. What is your stream of income? Is it a service? Is it a product? What is it? Define it, okay? Because you're going to offer it today and tomorrow and beyond. I'm really setting you up in this training this week is to really transform how you're doing business and get really clear on what you're doing. So, what is the product that you're offering? What is the service that you're offering? Now, what is the value of that service? Yesterday, you got the worksheet on how to calculate your value and really understand what you're providing. So, what is your price? What is your investment your clients are going to pay you? Get very clear on that and own it. Okay? Now, step 3 is the biggie. You are going to do the first mistakes that women make, right? You're not going to do the mistakes, you're going to do the opposite. You are going to be seen and be heard. So now that you know what you're offering, and now that you know what the investment is for your offer, what are you charging, you are going to make the offer. So decide how you're going to make that offer. The offer can look like doing a Facebook video, doing a Facebook Live, and telling people who you are, what you do, and how to get in touch with you to work with you, right? It's not just who you are, what you do, but what problem are you solving? What is it that you're doing for people, and why should they work with you? So you can do that in a Facebook video. You can do that in email. You can do that by hosting a workshop. You can do that by speaking at another group. You know, I built my business 15 years ago when I was divorcing and it had to be my bread and butter, right? I wanted to create a lifestyle that my kids were used to and that I was used to. And so I had to be super serious about my business. I'd been doing my business on the side, you know, to bring in some extra money for myself and my family, but I didn't need the money. So when I needed the money, what I did is I wrote up a workshop and I went to a couple of the Unity churches and asked if I could host a workshop in their church. And what they did was a split with me. They got 60% of the workshop and I got 40% because they marketed it for me to their parishioners. So they actually brought me my audience. So the workshop itself wasn't a lot of money, but after doing those 2 workshops, I was booked out 5 days a week, all day for 6 weeks. And it just kept building. I mean, word just got out about what I was doing from the workshop, and my business just snowballed. So are you going to teach a workshop? Write up a workshop. You can also call people. So this is the be seen piece and toot your own horn, okay? Now, I'm going to tell you a little secret. The sooner you want to make money, if you want to make money right now, if you want to make money fast, then what you need to do is the scariest thing. Whatever scares you most, if you don't want to call people up and tell them what you do and offer them what you do and ask them for referrals, if that scares the bejeebies out of you, it's probably the fastest way to make money for you. So today and tomorrow, you are to be making offers and start bringing money in now. So step 3 is to make the offer. Be seen, toot your own horn. Okay. Step 4 is to read the feedback. Okay, read the feedback. Remember, the third mistake is to, if you don't get the results that you want, to take it personal and think that nobody wants what you have, or you're a failure, it's not going to work, whatever it is. Instead of doing that, you're going to read the feedback. So if you make a Facebook post and nobody really responds to it, it's not because nobody wants what you have. Maybe you need to reword it a little bit. Okay. So if you make calls and you don't get a hold of anybody, you don't give up, right? You call back. You call back later. To really get your power behind this, tune into your why. Why do you do what you do? And your why was probably revealed a little bit with the worksheet that you did yesterday, to become aware of what your true value is, right? When you are discovering what it costs people to not work with you, your why is in a lot of that, why you want to make that impact. If you get into your why, which for me, my why is my mission, right? My mission is to liberate women on this planet. And that includes financially. I mean, we can't truly be liberated until we embody our birthright to financial freedom. That is my mission. I can't not do that, right? And so I do scary things all the time. And I make myself do scary things to get out of that comfort zone, because the bigger picture is beyond me, right? It's beyond how I'm feeling at the time. It's beyond that fear of rejection, the fear of abandonment, the shame or guilt. What will people say about me? Fear of what other people will think, right? My mission is bigger than that. I don't care what people will think, right? Because the people I'm here to serve, they will resonate with me. They will be called to me, even if they're triggered by me in some ways, right? And I spoke on my Facebook Live yesterday morning, Wednesday morning, about emotional triggers and why they come up. So read the feedback. Notice what responses you're getting. And instead of making it a bad story about yourself, adjust. Make adjustments. Maybe your words need to be adjusted. Maybe they don't need to be adjusted. Maybe you're speaking your truth and it's polarizing, which is important. You want people that want to work with you to recognize you. That means the people who aren't right to work with you, they also recognize you. Okay? So read the feedback and then receive. The receive piece is step 5, and the receiving piece is happening all the time. So don't get confused thinking, oh, I need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I can receive. Being receptive is a part of who you are. It is a natural part of who you are. So make sure you are open to receive all the time, at least, 75% of the time, right? If you are open to receive 75% of the time, that's probably about 60% of the time more than you were before, because we get so busy doing. So even doing all of this, making your decision, what's my offer? What's my price? How am I going to offer it? Facebook Lives, webinars, in-person workshops. The thing with being online, I absolutely love it. You can set up a workshop to do next week and use this week to market it. If you want to make more money now, the faster you want to make money, get on the phone with people, right? Tell those people what you're doing, make your offer, ask if they know anybody, right? So set your intention. Some of you have had, I know there's a $2,000 goal and there's a $250 goal. Doesn't matter what your goal is. Just set your sights on it, call the people, do the thing that you need to do, especially if it scares you the most fear. That means that's the thing you need to do, and that's what's going to get you quicker results. So today at noon is the last Facebook Live Q&A that I will be hosting this week. I won't be around tomorrow at noon to do the hosting, but what you can do tomorrow is post any questions that you have. You should have questions. You absolutely will. If there's lots of postings on questions, I will set up a time to do a live, possibly Saturday or Sunday, so that I can answer those questions for you and get you clear. Because you want to tap into your natural state of money generation. That's exactly what you are. And watch your email boxes for an invitation, because I'm going to be taking this training even deeper next week with a live webinar to go even deeper with what triggers you in this. When you go through these 5-step process, this 5-step process isn't really rocket science. It's a matter of you having focus and really looking at it and taking actions. What's going to happen is our triggers are going to come up. And so I'm going to be doing a webinar next week to talk about those triggers and how to get past them. So there you go. Check out the Facebook group. Go in there, post in the group what action you are taking to be seen and to toot your own horn. Bye for now. Have a great rest of your day.